Hi retro fans, and welcome to the Amstrad Action Tribute Magazine review for Groops. New Amstrad CPC games appearing in 2007, who would have thought it, and who would have thought that some of them would be good. Tetris and Columns must be two of the most famous puzzle blockist games of all time. Tetris was absolutely huge in its day and was converted to almost every platform at the time, including the CPC, although arguably it is probably most famous for appearing on Nintendo's Game Boy. Columns appeared on Sega's consoles in the early 1990s and spawned several sequels and spin-offs. Taking the premise of both those classics, Binary Sciences came up with Groops. When play starts, you will notice that this is different from most puzzle games. All the blocks fill the screen from the start. The object of the game is to select blocks in groups of similar items so they can explode. In a similar idea to Columns, the bigger the explosive group, the more points you score. Exploding groups allows the columns of blocks above to fall down, so planning ahead soon becomes a tactical factor in the gameplay. The game ends when it is no longer possible to select a group. The graphics are very colorful and well animated. They seem just right for this type of game. The music is upbeat without being repetitive, while the sound effects are sparse, but effective. The gameplay is addictive and is as great and challenging as any other CPC game. Achieve a high score and you can enter your name on the high-scoring groupers table, which is then saved to disk. This adds an extra dimension to the game as you constantly try to better the last score, using different tactics each time. To maximize the gameplay's lastability, the game options can be explored. This includes a fast option, which involves playing with a half-filled level, but the scoring is more difficult. The challenge section becomes available once you manage to gain high scores. This involves playing with a variety of different shapes, starting blocks and balls. Gain a sufficient score and you are given a password for the next challenge, a great addition to an already excellent game. The game doesn't come with 8 discs, it doesn't have violence, blood or guts, and the gameplay is simple, but as the saying goes, less is more, which couldn't be any more apt here. Yes, it's very Columns-esque, but it's different enough to stand out as a great game in its own right. Put away that shoot 'em up or beat 'em up and try using the old gray matter with Groops. You might even enjoy it. For the graphics, I give it an 82%, not astounding, but they are well done all the same. The Sonics also get an 80%, decent sound effects and some great tunes. Grab factor gets a 87%, it's easy to play, but takes practice to master. Staying power receives a 93%, several options with plenty of challenge. Overall rating of 90%, and awarded the master game for the issue. Nintendo had Tetris, Sega had Columns, the CPC now had Groops.